Hi, I'm Debbie and I'm Basket Case Mama at Fab Finds on eBay and Poshmark and occasionally on Whatnot. And I am here today to bring you a haul video. Just in case you haven't been here before, I'm a part-time reseller. I've been doing this as a business model for about 3 years. But I've been selling on eBay since pretty much the day eBay got started. Just personal stuff, random stuff from time to time. So I started this after I retired just to pay down some debts and make a little extra money. And it's great fun, but it's really hard work and it takes way more time than I anticipated it would. So there's a whole litany of things I could tell people that are thinking about doing that to really understand. And I have been saying that I'm going to do a video about it, and I'm going to get to it. I will, I promise. Maybe once I get some of this work done. I have a lot going on, and I do have another business called Go Godly, which is the business that needs more of my attention. So I'm trying to find a balance, and sometimes it's really difficult. And more of late, I feel the need to lean in harder to the other business for a variety of reasons I won't go into on here, but some things have shifted dynamically for the things that I'm doing there. So you'll be seeing some different things going on in that, and I'll fill you in when I get to it, or I might just refer you to that channel when that channel's up and going, because it is in the process of coming up and going. And part of the reason I'm doing this is I'm not monetized, and it's really not about that. Although, that would be great. A little extra money is always good. I would not complain. But however, I don't really think I'm that fashionable, nor am I an influencer. I'm just me. Like me, take me, leave me. I don't care. I'm too old to care about stuff like that. Honestly, I really am. But I think I watch other YouTube channels and I enjoy them. So I thought, I'll share. If people enjoy it, great. If they don't, that's fine. No big deal. But also I need to get comfortable in front of the camera for that, because there is a podcast involved in in the other business. And I am not comfortable at all in front of the camera. So despite me talking to you like, being comfortable, and I'm not scripted, it's more about just getting the flow and trying to not be saying all the time or having long pauses and getting better at it. So I'm trying, and that's what I'm doing, and that's all there is to it. So in the meantime, so is another thing I gotta stop saying so much, because I say so a lot. I do watch my own videos, let me tell you, and I know that there are things that I do that are just normal in my speech pattern that I need to stop doing and become more in tune to, and finding other ways to do the pause and continue idea. So see, I gotta stop it. I don't know how to stop it. I need to put a tack in my shoe to bite me every time I say it, I think. But this is all stuff that I picked up at the church sale that we have in our town. Our Catholic church, which is way down the street, is a very conservative Catholic church that does Latin masses, the whole 9 yards. It's very cool. But every year they do a inside rummage sale, yard sale, and they do it twice. So a few weeks ago they did the first one, and I picked some things up then, which I think I've already done the videos from those, although you may not have seen them yet. Or if you just joined us, go back and look at the other ones that I've done, because they'll be coming up soon. I record these far in advance of the time they get posted. I try to post every Wednesday a haul video. Anything else I'm going to do, I try to post in between them. However, I don't know when I'm recording when you'll see this one versus when you might have saw that one. But there was literally 2 weeks or 3 weeks between the sales. So the first sale was already recorded. This is the second one. Some of it's leftover stuff that was there. Some of it is new stuff they received in the interim. So I always go back to the second one. Then they have a third one, which is a fill-a-bag. I didn't go to that one because I went to yard sales instead. And frankly, I had pretty much picked it over to my heart's content on the second one. So I felt like I was good. But I have been to the bag one, and I did well. So maybe next year I'll go to the bag one. Who knows? If we're still living in this area. So this is a duvet cover. It has the little tabs on the side to tuck it in the bed. Um, so that's interesting. It's got some lace around it. And this is, I'll pop the name up here, but something K or K something. Hi, everybody. I'm popping in because I had a whole bunch of wrong information about the person who did this. Anyway, this is an Australian artist. I think it's Vivian Kubos, and she goes by Sarah Kay, and she's like a very similar to Holly Hobby, but not at all the same artist. And she did a lot of illustrations, and this little boy is one of her illustrations. She's extremely popular from the 1970s. So that's who it is, not what I said. So I just wanted to pop in and give you the right information. Thanks. Probably from the 70s too, but I was a teenager in the 70s, so I was beyond the dolls, and my son was born in the 80s, and he's didn't play with dolls. He played with Ninja Turtles. So although I know of it, because Holly Hobby was huge. I mean, everything had the little bonnet-headed girls on things and things like that. So it was very cute and kitschy, and they were everywhere, like Precious Moments. So I'm aware of what it is. But Holly Hobby has a really good following. So that's, and this is like a satiny feel quilt as well. Duvet color quilt, whatever. So I'm going to say that that will be probably in the $50 to $60 range. But those that haven't been here before, I do pop the prices up here after I do the research. Before I post the video, when I'm doing the editing, I add the prices that I found up here so that you will know what I found that it sold for within like the last 90 days or so, to give you a ballpark of what I'll probably list it at. Now sometimes, generally the ballpark, I go for the lower number. Sometimes I go for the higher number. And sometimes if the rates I'm seeing are really just weird and there's not a lot sold, I'll go back and look on Worth Point and I'll see if in the last 10 years if there's some fluctuation in those prices. So I might post here what it's selling for on eBay, but it might actually go up for a little bit more because I know there's not a lot of them, and in the past they've sold for more, and see, you know, what I might be able to push the price to, because there's a lot of people, there's a couple things that happen on eBay and the other platforms. There's what we call the race to the bottom, which is usually this happens when there's a lot listed. They're the people that have it priced for what it's generally sold for, and then everybody else wants to sell it first, so they start pricing it lower and lower and lower and lower. So you'll see prices that'll start maybe at $45, and then people that have the same thing listed for $10 because there's so many listed, and that drives the price down, of course. But it's what we call the race to the bottom, because the price will just keep going down as low as they can go because people just want to get rid of them, because there's mom that cleaned out the closet, or grandma passed away and I have a bunch of her crap that I want to get rid of. So I don't care how much I get for it because it was free. I just want to get rid of it and sell it and get it out of my house. So those people are posting really low, while the people that are, buying stuff to resell, to find things, are pricing it for the normal price that would sell at. And then, therein lies the how do you price it. So you always have to look at the lowest price, you always have to look at the high price, and you have to pray to God that you can find something in between that is reasonable compared to what you paid for it, that you can get for it. And if there's a lot listed, you're going to wait to get whatever you're asking for it anyway. Those are like the dynamics of how the pricing is a little complicated. But when not a lot are listed, or not a lot have sold, and you have one of something that hasn't sold or isn't listed and sold like 5 years ago, and they're pretty obscure. I actually have something that might be in this video, but if not, the next one, that is the case. You can price it up because you have one of the few available. They're harder to find, and people will pay more for them because they're looking for them. Again, you might have to wait because you're looking for the specific buyer. But it's a dance sometimes because you can't be sure. There's things, I'm telling you, I'm a unicorn finder. I am. I will buy things that I know are cool and old and interesting, and none have sold. In 10 years, none have sold. None have sold on any platforms. There might be one on an auction site. I do have an auction site that I have a login for, just so that I can go look at what things are selling for that I have, which is, which is something else that I have, that I had to go to the auction site and see what possibly it might sell for on the auction, because now that's not probably the price I can get on eBay, but at least it gives me a ballpark, So sometimes I find things and they're so obscure I don't even know what they are. I have to do tons of research, and I like research. I can't stand the time it takes. Sometimes things take such a long time to research. And it makes me crazy, which is why I have a lot of jewelry to list, because it takes such a long time to research and clean. And I love jewelry, but I hate the work behind it. So, which is why so many people sell it cheap on whatnot to get rid of it, because they just don't want to do the work. And I can't blame them, quite honestly. It's a tempting situation right there. Anyway, this is one of the items I picked up. This is a Queen of Hearts. It's a merry-go-round is the brand, and it's by Gorham, which is a silver company. You probably would know them most from their silver, but they also do porcelain, china, things like that. They have, you can find Gorham dishes and things like that. They do a lot of different things, but this is new in the box. It is a jewelry tray. It has this cute little Queen of Hearts on it. And it says, Queen of Hearts, she made some tarts all on a summer's day. The Knave of Hearts, he stole the tarts and took them clean away. I wonder if he stole her heart, though. Don't you wonder? So, those that don't know, who are not familiar with nursery rhymes, that would be the nursery rhyme version, not the Alice in Wonderland version of Queen of Hearts. Although, that might have been the inspiration for the Queen of Hearts in the Lewis Carroll story. But I got 2 of these new in the box. So, I want to say I paid $1 for them, and I probably can get 12 to 15. And those that don't know, I will pop the prices up here. And if I said that already, I'm sorry, but I do multiple videos at one time, because I sit and do videos all at one time, and I might have forgot that I did that. So, and I need to move along because I have a doctor's appointment coming up shortly. So this I paid $5 for, and it's a cute little girl snowsuit. It's 24 months. It has snaps. It is fur lined inside the hood, but it is a children's place. I paid $5 for it. There's the children's place tag. And probably $25-30 would be the price range that I can get for that. All right. My desk is a mess. Things are a mess. Be gentle. Be gentle. Be gentle. It's the bag with the breakable things. It sounded worse than it was. Okay. So this cuteness here was 50 cents. Let's see the date. And it has, look at the little mice in there. They're so cute. There are little mice in there. There's a little girl mouse. And so far I looked over twice. I haven't seen any chips, so there's a miracle in itself. It's a votive. The votive is glued in, it's glass. And it is by Yankee Candle Company. On the bottom there. So I'm going to say Yankee Candle stuff does well. These I think came in a set though, and I just have one, of course, because they donated it because the other one got broke. So obviously, but even probably $10 to $12 for one, so that's okay. I'm not complaining. Then we have this guy here. He plays Jingle Bells and he does work, and he's cute. He's kind of that clay look, but he is ceramic. He is made in Taiwan, so he's vintage. He was, I think, $1, and I'm going to say probably 20 to 25 for him. Musical stuff, if it works, does pretty well. I have another item in this bag, I think, that's also musical and also works, which I didn't know it was musical, so there you go. There's a miracle right there in itself. This guy here is by Well Made. The tag is very, 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 very faded, but you can make it out. And he is a little lamb, and I want to say that I think he was like $1 maybe. But he still has his ribbon, and he's in decent condition. He's yellow, and he's probably 10 to 12, maybe a little more. I don't think any of the ones that I picked up are exceptionally good. He might be better though. He is actually by Pacific Coast Distributing. He is a gray cat. I call Frosted, is this like when it's got the whitey kind of thing on the fur. He's so soft. Good heavens, he's soft. And he's pretty cute. It's a cat. So, again, I paid $1, so probably 12 to 15, but again, I'll pop them up here as they come along. Excuse me while I'm out of frame. Excuse me, pardon me, excuse me. Oh, sorry. So this is called a We Believers. Now, at this rummage sale, there are so many people that you need to grab and throw the bag and just, so I picked it up. I looked at the tag. I didn't recognize the tag. I thought it was cute. I kind of thought it might be like the thing that you use in the bathtub to scrub yourself because it was that kind of like scrubby material. But it's all like green. It's got shamrocks and We Believers. That was pretty cute. So I picked it up. And that's the tag for We Believers. If you've never seen the tag before. I don't know if you can see the We, but it's like a little crown. Anyway, and then I noticed this when I got it home. Oopsie, there's a pocket. So pockets always mean there's supposed to be sound boxes in them, as is the case with this one. And it's been removed because it got washed and never got put back in. So that's disappointing. But I'll just disclose it. No sound box. It'll still probably sell, not for as much, but again, $10, $12, maybe a little bit more. I don't know. It'll pop up. And then down in the bottom here are some little things. I need to put my hand down there. Oh, it smells like perfume in the bag. Isn't that interesting? Oh, not bad. So this is a little safety pin beaded angel ornament. Super cute. She doesn't have wings. She just has a halo. So I don't know, but she's cute. Usually I lot these up. I think I might have some, so I'll probably put her in a lot. I think she was like 25 cents, as was he. So for her, she's going to get added to a lot. She's not worth very much. But this guy here, he's a Sugar Smacks bear. I think he's from 1986 or 83. And it is on the bottom. And he goes for, I want to say like $14 or so. So, I'll pop it up. But that was a good little thing. I do pick up like breakfast cereal, things like that. Or sometimes I don't pick up like McDonald's toys. Because when I tell you the market is flooded. The market is flooded. So I don't pick them up. But occasionally you'll see me pick up little ones like that or ornaments. I might pick up an ornament for like a McDonald's character, like Ronald McDonald or Hamburglar maybe, or Burger King's like the King or maybe something like that. But it depends on who made it, what it looks like, how old it is, things like that. So I knew that looked older and I was right. Occasionally I am. Occasionally I am. Occasionally I'm not. Just depends on the day. So let me see what we got here. Let's pull. I'm so confused which bag to pull next. What bag do I pull next? 18 minutes. We'll pull this next. And we'll hope. We'll hope. So we got some things that are wrapped up. We'll throw on the table. Some things that are not wrapped up that are on the table. And I'm pretty sure that this is from the little thrift store that I like so much because I remember some of this plush. So this plush is a Super Mario, and this was one I had never seen before, so I was interested. I thought, okay, well, he's cool. I don't know who he is. He's got this on the back. He's kind of weird looking. He looks like a little ticked off. But some of the enemies on the Mario game look a little ticked off. He's actually called Bullet Bill. He's a bullet. Seriously, he chases them around. He's a bullet. Only in Super Mario could you have a funny plush character that was a bullet. Seriously. So, he's by, I don't even remember, something. Good Stuff, maybe? So, that's not like, depends on who makes the plush for the Mario series and for like Five Nights at Freddy's. Those things matter. But I'm going to say I think that this one was in the $12 to $15 range, something like that. Then I picked up this. He's a Squishmallow. I don't pick up Squishmallows generally, but it is Sanrio. It is My Melody Squishmallow, and it is Halloween as well. So I'm going to try to get this listed quickly because Halloween is around the corner from when I'm recording this. You might see it after Halloween. And I'm going to say probably $10 to $12 if I get it listed sooner than later. We'll see. Then this one is a Taiwan wood ornament. It's a fire truck. Super cute. Definitely vintage. It's got his little ladder. He's got his fire hose here too. Has a little bell on the front of the there. See, little bell. It's really darling. So I think I got it for 25 cents at the yard sale, or oh no, this is probably from, I got it for $1 at the little thrift store. So still, I think it's going to be 12 to 15 probably, because it's a fire truck more than anything else. Fire trucks tend to do well. Police cars, fire truck, airplanes, pilots. I listed a wooden pilot. It's in one of the videos if you go back, and it sold in 24 hours, I think, for $15. So go figure. It's in my What's Sold video back this month or last month, I'm not sure, but it did sell really quickly. So this is Simply Southern. It is like a cotton flannel shirt, not very heavy, but it is new with tags. And I don't usually pick up, you know, Simply Southern. It's a men's shirt, but it's a tailor fit. It's new with tags. So I did pick it up. It's a large. It's still got the like paper in the collar and everything, although it's trying to fall out because I'm messing with it. So and you can see it's like a red, white, and blue plaid, which is also nice. I'm going to say 20 to 25 for that because it's new. Normally, it probably wouldn't sell very well at all, but I think it'll sell for that. This is a little vintage white bunny rabbit. I could make out the tag at the store because it was very dark, but it's actually Avon, so $8 to $10 probably for that one. And then I picked up, okay, so it's shirts for $4 a piece. So I pick up things I might not normally pick up. Like, this is a pocket tee, but it is Ariat rebar. There is a cool graphic on the back of the American flag with the steer skull. It is, I think, a large, which is a decent size, and it's in decent condition. It is pre-owned. It's been washed and worn. It's got some wash wear, but it's in good shape. So I think for that, probably $12 to $15, because it's Ariat. And normally for clothing, because if you're at like Goodwill or Salvation Army, a t-shirt's going to cost you maybe $10, and I wouldn't have picked it up because I don't care that much. But for $4, then there's some money, there's meat on the bone. I would pay $4 for it. So this is a Scott James, and it's a brand I hadn't heard of before. And like I said, this is another, I wouldn't picked it up, but it was $4. This is a ringer tee. It's in a cool green color. And it has the Scott James logo on it right there. And it's such a nice quality. You can tell it's like got a nice weight to it and nice quality. That's the reason I picked it up and looked at it. And that I think will do about the same, $12 to $14. And then this one is another Scott James. This is a black one, but this one has like the V-neck and has this button pocket with like slits in it. But I thought this was a snap, and it looks like a snap from the inside, but I can't get it open. So it might just be a stud, which is fine. And both of these, I believe, are larges. Yeah, so that's a large as well. And same price range, I would think, 12 to 14. Then I picked up this one. Again, another brand I'm not usually picking up at the thrift store. But it's all going to be fall soon, and it's got the tag still on it. And this is an Izod. It's new with tags. It retailed for $49.50, and it is a chevron, like cotton sweater, long sleeve polo. So I think, again, probably $15 or so. So that's not too bad. Okay, something I know nothing about. So if you know, you'll tell me. But this is a, again, new with tags, Dark Hunter by Sherlyn Kenyon. And I think this is a book, a series of books or something. And this must be a character from it. This is a character plush. This is a husky or a wolf. one or the other, don't know, never read the, don't know who she is and don't know the book, but it did have the tags on it and the scarf still attached. So, and I haven't looked it up yet. I paid 50 cents because it was in the plush bin, and I'm going to say it probably will be like a $10 to $12 plush. Unless this particular book series is hotter and famous and crazy, and these are really like sought after. Now I think the date for the copyright was like 2014, the most latest one. So this is 2014 most likely, which isn't vintage, although there are older ones. The series must be around for a while. So it's a good sign that the copyright's been upgraded like 3 times since it started. That means it's something that's ongoing. So hopefully that will also help drive the price. I don't know. But then I found this. It's a bull. It's a floppy. It's a beanie bud. It's a beanie buddy. It's by Ty. It is vintage. I think in 1998 maybe. 1998. So I pick up beanie buddies. I don't pick up babies, but I pick up buddies and I pick up plushies, or pluffies. So I will pick those up, and classics. They all tend to do pretty well. And again, he's probably 15 to 20, and I paid 50 cents for him. So not too shabby. And that's all I have for today for this video. And I appreciate you guys coming here and hanging out. And oh, wait, quick, I got a minute because there's 2 things on my desk that I didn't show you yet. So wait. So I did pick up these 2 ornaments as well. This one was 75 cents. It is ceramic. He's a Santa golfer on a golf ball. He's not marked. He doesn't have a sticker. Like I said, I paid 75 cents, and I'm going to say 12 to 15 for him. And I do have some other golf ornaments, so if he doesn't move relatively quickly, I might lot them together a little bit and see if they'll move later after Christmas. And this is also vintage. It's a 2002 Home Sweet Home, but it's a Precious Moments ornament, and it's just so cute. And like again, Precious Moments, I don't usually pick them up, but it was $3, and I figure I certainly can get 12 for it, so that will be fine. So now that's everything. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it. If you liked it, please hit the thumbs up button, hit the subscribe button. Then you'll know all the content that I have out there. It'll show you that in your subscription area. And if you would like to know next time I go on and I post a video, it's usually on Wednesdays, but you can get notifications if you hit the notification bell, and they will let you know that I did something new, and you can go see it. The little bell will show up. So that is all I have for today. I will work on the sew. Now I'm very conscious of it. I'm trying not to do it, but it's organic. It's very, very organic. Bad habits usually are. I do appreciate, again, from the bottom of my heart, for you watching today. Thank you for coming. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you enjoyed everything that I showed you today, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye-bye. Have a great day.